Welcome guys. One more session of Hall of Fame. Here we will be discussing a success story of a beautiful couple here from Hyderabad, and these guys have done so fantastically well. So we will go deep. What is the story about? In this session, we will learn a lot of about the entrepreneurship as well as how we can save money, earn money, save lives, earn money, and do something which is like society wants more hands like this. Okay, so sit tight for a half an hour. Very important, very informative session it is going to happen. So let me introduce the doctor couple here. Welcome, Dr. Shaimaa. Dr. Shaimaa Khan is a oral pathologist, MSc Biotech, and she's also done stem cell research also. And her husband is Dr. Fauzulla Khan. He is M.Ch Urologist, has been done advanced training in Germany, robotic training, and then they both came into India and they established. They were doing their consultancy work in Hyderabad, and then the COVID struck, and a lot of people feel that COVID is like people have so much of pain and so much of suffering in terms of business, in terms of all those things. But these guys have turned the adversity into opportunity. And their hospital, their multi-specialty hospital, is a byproduct of COVID, and now they are running very successfully. So thank you so much for joining us today. And I just want to welcome Dr. Pranav Sharma also, and thank you all of you to join. And let's begin this session, important session.
Thank you for inviting.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much. So my first question with you is important that see, doctors feel a lot of times that they have to be thinking in unidirectional way in terms of just technical. Okay, I am into this stream, I will do my work and I will go back to my home, and they are in this spontaneous this circle. Some people feel that I don't want to take an extra burden of running in hospital, because running in hospital or clinic, it comes with a lot of add-ons also, right? So how do you how do you switch that from being consultancy and directly to that setup, because it was a direct
I would like to answer this.
Yeah, please go ahead.
I was actually in that mindset that no, we don't want to have trouble. We want to have a family life where you go and come back by 4 or 5 p.m. and we sit and have dinner.
Correct.
But then he is coming from a business family and he's very ambitious. So he was like, no, I want to do something good. But then we were thinking about different aspects, either going abroad or probably starting up our clinic. But then, slowly when the circumstances changed and we came up with this hospital, like it was at the pandemic time that we tried to cater to patients who required beds. And that was the time when I changed my mindset. I was like, okay, this is something I think we both of us should do. And the terror in my mind changed into pleasure. So it slowly, it made me feel nice when I talk to a patient and ask them how are they feeling today. Probably before surgery, they were in a very tense state. And after surgery, when I go and ask them, how are you today? So they said that I'm feeling good. And that's what makes me feel good about that day. So I think,
all the pain goes down.
Yes, definitely. So this is something which every doctor should do. I think they should take the initiative of starting their own hospital or a clinic, because by the end of, after doing a certain job in any hospital, you are actually working for someone.
Yeah.
There was one point of time when both of us thought that was the second COVID time. Pandemic wave. So we were like, no, we just don't want this trouble. There was immense tension on our heads.
After our first bad experience in the first wave.
Yes. So I said, no, we'll close this up. We will go to Dubai or some other place where, you have 1 week of work and 1 week of off.
Right.
So our COO, he's done his hospital management, and he said that, madam, actually you're blessed. You are giving bread to so many staff.
Yes.
Exactly.
And if you yourself shut down, just imagine what will happen to others.
Yes.
So that kept us moving on.
This is what we propagate in the academy also, that be a job giver rather than seeking for a job.
I had this vision. Yeah, it is always in my mind. We should be useful to whatever capacity we have. We should be useful to some, at least 10 people, 20 people, 30 people.
Yes.
We should be a source to be helpful for their family, running their families and all.
Yeah.
So I had this always, even though if I don't make up as much as I'm making up in a job, and then I should do something of my own. This was my thing.
You only feel that you should expand from your smaller setups to bigger setups, so that you can serve more patients and you can help more people to have, at the end of the day, routine.
This idea of mine got firmer when I encountered some things in the corporate hospital. They used to call us on a financial meeting. They'll come up with the numbers that this was the leads. This one number of OPDs came to you.
Correct.
This was your conversion rate. They show us on the chart. Your conversion rate from leads to conversions, from your CT scan rates. So many OPDs you have seen this month. And your number of CT scans are less. Your number of investigations are less. Admissions are less. Some patients, they come up with so much of pain with a 6 mm stone that can be treated medically. Yeah, if I advise that it can be treated with the medical treatment, you take this treatment. Of course, there will be pain for some days, but it can be managed without surgical intervention.
Correct.
There it comes the tussle between the manager and me. Management, because the marketing guys, they get the patient, the referral doctor sends it. They'll have a pressure from the referral doctor, from the marketing team. And they complain it that we got it with so much of difficulty to the OPD. This doctor just gave medicine and sent that patient. In that pain, after counseling, he was ready for admission, ready for procedure. But this doctor has just told that the medicine will work. So my idea got more firmer that no, I should have my own. I should not be answerable to any corporate or any management. I should take my own decision, so that only then I can work ethically.
Correct.
That was
what is our final mission also, that doctors should be heading the hospitals, and somebody who is having medical knowledge, he should be at the helm of affairs. So that ethical practice can continue.
Ethical practice. The nobility of our noble profession has been gone just because of this corporates coming up with the numbers, leads, conversions, profit and loss, all that.
Because these guys, see, I am from a management background. I can understand, because one you are in sync with them. They are seeing only profit balance sheet, and they have to grow year by year. If you are not growing, you are dying. That's the business.
Yes.
So if you are not growing, you're dying. And how you can grow? You can grow with more CT scan, more surgery, and all those things. But that's why we never call medical as a medical business or something. It's entrepreneurship, and there's a difference between an entrepreneurship and a business. When you do a corporate when a corporate company, it's a business for them. But for a doctor to become an entrepreneur, it's a different kind of business. It has some.
It is a combination of business, empathy, ethics, everything. Will come in.
And if you know the origin of entrepreneurship, it's come from a Sanskrit word antaratma. Okay, it's antaratma, and that becomes entrepreneurship.
Self-conscious.
So
we are answered.
So that antaratma, your conscious is not allowing you, then it doesn't make any sense that you are doing. And if you are not empowered, or if you do not have full control on things, then you have to do what other people have to say. So yes, pain is there. Entrepreneurship is not an easy route, easy, but then nothing tangible or nothing good is ever achieved when you follow an easy path. It is always a difficult path which will give you a fruit. So fantastic. Congratulations to you, both of you, for that mind shift. And that mind shift will, after 10 years, you will be so proud of you, because you have touched so many lives. And when you serve one patient, you actually give happiness to 10 more people in the family.
Yes.
And one employee, you are responsible for the 4 or 5 people again. So the impact you will generate now in this setup, you can never touch in corporate world.
Yes.
Now I want to tell you about the journey of our hospital, Integro. And Integro started in the year 2020, when there was the first COVID pandemic. And we were like, since he's urologists, and we didn't have much of work in the hospital. So we were thinking that, okay, let's start up a clinic, and we were working on the clinic as well. But then what happened was we got a call from a patient. She was supposed to be his patient. And she said that her husband is in a very bad condition, and she wants a bed, and she's not able to afford any bed because the prices are quite skyrocketing. And then we said, okay, don't worry, we will arrange for an oxygen cylinder right now, and then probably we'll arrange for a bed in the known hospitals where we have tie-ups and all. So she's like, fine. But then morning, this was happening at the night time around 11:30. And then by morning, we sent the cylinder. By morning 8 a.m. when we called her up, she said that my husband is no more, and the oxygen was not enough for him. He needed a hospital.
Oh my God.
And the whole night we tried calling different hospitals for bed, but then we didn't have. So we thought that, okay, we can't sit quietly now. We need to come up with some solution. So that time, Dr. Faiz was going around. He was trying to search for places, and I was coming up with the plans. Let's make a makeshift hospital, probably in any function hall. And then we came to know that the government is not allowing for the makeshift hospital. So Dr. Faiz, it was his luck where he found that there's this building right in front of, on the main road of the city, but then it's dead since 10 years plus.
Okay.
It was a running hospital 10 years back.
Yes.
The structure was a hospital structure with the rooms, all that ICU hall, all that. So because it was dead because of some litigation in the court.
Right.
Recently it was cleared. Luckily we got to know about this, and we approached them for a lower rental because it was a dead building. We got it for a lower rental and on the main road.
Okay.
Then we immediately within 2 to 3 weeks, 2 weeks, we were able to set up a 12-bed ICU and a 30-bed oxygen beds with oxygen supply pipelines. We purchased around 100 cylinders.
Okay.
Then we purchased 6 MacBed ventilators, 12 AVAP Philips BiPAP machines, and 20 monitors, Philips monitors, all that. Within 2 weeks, we could arrange from Chandigarh, Delhi, and all that at a higher price, of course, because it was a pandemic shortage.
Right.
Then within these 2 weeks, 15-17 days, we were able to complete it and start admitting ICU patients, around 30 to 35 patients.
So that was the day when we had our first patient who came down in ambulance, and still there was a lot of rubble here in the ground floor.
Electricians were working.
And the funniest part was when they came to know that there's a COVID patient in ambulance. All the laborers from the whole building, they came down and they rushed outside, and they were like, we are not coming in, we are not going to work anymore. So we had to convince all of them that the patient will be in the room. You don't have to go in that room. Everything will be taken care by the nurse and the doctor. You just have to work on your floors. So that was really interesting at that time. Then later on, slowly, we kept improving.
For 2 months, we did COVID run as a COVID hospital. Around more than 250-300 patients were served in those 2 months. Then once the COVID first wave was done, then we, as usual, we changed it to a urology kidney hospital,
Right.
and surgical hospital, surgical.
So it's like you guys are there, or other specialty has also been added.
Yes.
First, to start with, we started as a kidney, just a nephro and uro. Then, since the operation theater equipment, all these were like we had procured very good at par instruments. Other surgeon friends, colleagues, they started bringing their cases and admitting, operating ortho, ENT, general surgery, gastro.
Right.
So it became like a center through word of mouth. That my hernia surgery was done there, my gallbladder surgery was done there. So their relatives, their neighbor, the patient started walking in. Like this, we are getting walk-in patients of other surgical departments.
So we basically didn't spend much on marketing initially. It was just through our brand ambassador. They were the patients who brought in more number of patients along with them. They built the trust with us. And I can say now we are doing good number of surgeries in a month. And we have recently, in a span of 2.5 years, we have touched more than 1,000 plus surgeries. And we have OPs for all the super specialty cases. Doctors refer to our hospitals. Though we are not having consultants on our payrolls, but then yes, when we have cases, whenever we call them, they are ready to come and do the surgery or probably OPD. And that is the kind of rapport that we have built in with our staff and plus the consultants also.
Basically, you converted a crisis into an opportunity.
Correct.
Yes.
Crisis in opportunity.
Fantastic.
So recently, I have used your term Doctorpreneur. I was selected in Goldman Sachs,
Okay.
IMB for entrepreneurship program, which is only for women entrepreneurs. So I represented my hospital as my business model, and I was selected for the top 5 presentations for my growth plan. And one of the lecturers in my CV, in my presentation, I had used the term Doctorpreneur. So they really loved the term. They were like, "What is this?" I said, every time doctors are understated that they cannot be businessmen, but I can say that as doctors, when we do business, we do it ethically and empathetically. Which is not seen in any hospital which is owned by a businessman. He won't have that sympathy. He would always look into numbers.
Correct.
Great. So you have actually absorbed the main crux of it.
Yes.
And thanks to Doctorpreneur.
No, we are there to help anybody who wants to make his future in healthcare and at any point of his journey, maybe the initial part or maybe the later part.
Yes.
That's there.
One question I'll ask Dr. Shaimaa and Dr. Faiz. You joined Academy at different time zones and both of you individually joined. How has it impacted in your mindset shift, or what courage or what inspiration you got it? Can you throw some light on that? What was the mindset before and after joining?
Yes, I was casually scrolling down on the FB and I noticed this. Then it was something like of my mindset. So I immediately clicked it and joined the program. So I was coming across the words, the ideas, which was exactly matching my word. Yes, we should have our own hospital. Yes, we should run the hospital. Not we should be all that things which was going on in the Doctorpreneur Academy programs. It was very much like matching kind of. That's why I was very much impressed. And then later on, she also joined individually. Yeah.
So actually, I should appreciate the initiative that you have taken. As doctors, a lot of things we don't know, we are not taught.
Yes.
So managing and, being financially sound is so far away from a doctor.
Yes.
So you guys are trying to bring in that culture, trying to make the doctors understand that you have to be part of finances, have to be part of marketing. You don't have to involve in everything. This is what I've understood from your academy. You don't have to be full-fledged into everything. You just need to understand a superficial thing and how to run and how to, get things done from those people.
Exactly.
To have a team, then how to get it
You should
done.
have understandings about all the market business.
ऐसा ना हो कि लोग उल्लू बना के जाएं.
Yes.
Right.
That's the whole point.
And
That is why we said empower the doctors to become entrepreneurs. You don't want
after
we
watching
don't
this
want to be your
Doctorpreneur Academy programs, it gave confidence level, increased our confidence level to do more.
Correct.
Like we had some inhibition in our that we came out. Can be done. We got a solution from these programs.
Correct.
We were getting every solution, every step after watching these programs of yours.
Fantastic. And this is the only, Pranav sir, you wanted to say something.
Yeah,
No, I was just telling that you are now from unknown to known.
Yes.
And see, this is the whole point. See, a lot of programs, a lot of people are there who are making doctors digital marketers. They are forcing them to learn a lot of stuff and all those things. We also, there is a program inside Academy, digital marketing, everything, but we never force doctors to become digital marketer. I just telling you the mindset of the academy, because we want you to understand the basic fundamentals, understanding to see that how it is done. You guys you have done MCH and MBA. This is like highest, like you must be at the top of the pyramid of Indian population. So for you learning digital marketing is nothing like it is not that difficult. But then you should not spend time on implementing it, because there are people who are easily available and implementing those things. But you should not be fleeced by those guys. And each and every segment of the entrepreneurship, whether it is sales, marketing, operation, HR, or HIMS, or architect, or anything which is related to the hospital or clinic. We want you to have that neck of knowledge, so that when you are discussing with those guys, you have perfect understanding that how people are reporting, is that this rate is right, or if they are performing right or not. So this is the basic understanding. Otherwise, a lot of people are trying to make people digital marketer and all those stuff. We never push any doctor to become a digital marketer.
With that, I remember one situation when there was this engineer and I was telling him, "नहीं, hospital के हिसाब से ऐसे नहीं होना चाहिए, ऐसे होना चाहिए." He's like, "Madam, आप doctor हैं, engineer हैं."
हम लोग कई बार होता है कि
ये बात
पूछते हैं कि ये कहाँ से ये सब सीख के आ गए हो तुम लोग,
कहाँ से this feedback is given by multiple times people. And people have gone through our NABH module and they are just talking to NABH consultant, and these guys are, so why do you require a consultant? You know everything.
We only want you should know the vocabulary so that people are held accountable.
Correct.
And you know what needs to be done, that because that is where we lack, because we don't have enough time to go and deep into a deep study of everything, and that is
we should have understanding.
And whenever you are in fix, there is a community to ask. There are a lot of people who can help you. You can mail us, or you can have a Telegram group. So the things are always in that format that enable you. This platform become catalyst for your growth. That's it. That's the underlying the understanding of our mission.
So once your mindset was changed, and you decided that, okay, midst of Corona, you decided that we'll have this hospital. What were the challenges?
The main challenge was
manpower,
construction.
One side the construction was going on. We had to make it available as soon as possible. The beds available, oxygen beds and the ICU beds. That was
apart from that,
day-night work.
Since we just started, patients trusting us with their lives, thinking that okay, they just started. We don't know who they are, and coming and getting themselves treated was a big question mark.
But at that time, because of the shortage of beds,
yes,
they had no option.
Correct.
They had no option.
That was both boon and bane for us, actually.
Boon and bane. Yes. Fantastic. So those challenges were there, and there must be some low points where you must have thought, "Ki yaar kya kar liya?" There must be some.
We got that
many times.
Multiple times we got, because of the staff, the patients' headaches, the staff headache, and the family time we're not getting, all that.
Correct.
Multiple times we felt, but I was firm enough that after 2 years, it will get on autopilot mode. I'll get number of patients, the circulation, it will get routine.
Correct.
So that time I can give time to family, I can have time for myself. This is for first 2 years or 3 years. I'll have to work. After that, it will get on autopilot mode. That in my mind.
Fantastic.
And one more thing, what I did was to minimize that stress of, to keep myself on the ethical way. That is by minimizing my overheads that I had. I had calculated my overhead with how much funds I have. I should not be burdened with the overhead, so that I should not go into the unethical way to make that compensate that money. So I started step by step having like 5 lakhs monthly budget of expenditures. That was my parallel income outside, or I had funds. Only that I had kept as a working 5 lakhs only capital. Then slowly I had increased it to 8 lakhs along with the business. That is, I didn't get everything at once. Started with just OP and one makeshift theater.
Yes.
Then increased to dialysis machine. Added more staff. Then increased my ultrasound and X-ray.
Perfect. That is the way.
That is the way we tell in the academy also, that you first step you are comfortable, then only take the second step, then only take the third step, and expenditure should be minimized. Make a lean and mean model that will work the best for you.
Yes. So in these past 2 years, step by step, we came up with the modular theaters, dialysis, ICU, full-fledged ICU, all that.
Fantastic. That's the way. Because see, if you want to be perfect in every task, in every parameter, and then open all green lights in life, then I will open. This will never happen. This will never happen. You
take
have
a lot
to, how I think we always fire first and then aim. This is our philosophy. Okay, then we will see how we can manage. Okay, and if you really want to do and what you have done exactly, so always feel that your version 0 is better than your version none. Okay,
None,
your
yes.
version 1 is better than version 0. Your version 2 is better than version 1. Okay, so if you don't have any, you don't have any version, then आप किसको improve किस version को करोगे? So at least your version 0 is okay because you have just started. And fantastically, when the cash flow start coming, you start investing, reinvesting, and within a span of 2.5 years, you will be in autopilot, which we have already thought about. So fantastic. This is how the perfect people who are listening to this story, this is how every entrepreneurship journey will be. The first 2-3 years will be difficult because then this is new territory for you. Finances has to be managed, human resource has to be managed. Even you invest in human resource, some people will leave without any relevant reason. You will not understand why they are leaving, but people will leave. That's the human nature. You cannot change it. So those people, those difficulties will arrive. But as you go in this journey, you will learn a lot, make changes, and within a 2.5 years, 2 or 3 years, things will be on a upward track. So fantastic.
So Shaimaa and Sheikh, Dr. Faiz, yeah. So what is, you both of you have done jobs, right?
Yeah, I did job.
And now you are free.
Yeah.
How does the freedom feel?
It feels awesome. I mean, we just have to, whenever we are on holiday, I know that there are people who are responsible and
who are working for us.
We started with small steps as to I basically believe in teamwork. I never say that you're my staff. I say you're my partners, you're my team. So that is how I inculcate them to, work in a productive way. Every day should be so productive that you go back home and you feel nice and satisfied and sleep.
Yes.
So this is a thing that I bring in about their work culture. And that is how, they know that, okay, today I have got this responsibility and I got to finish that up. Or probably if I need to do something more, I'll do it. And I also give them appreciation for that. And we have
best employees.
Those kind of policies as well. And believe me, in this 2.5 years, we were able to bring about a very good work culture in our system.
Very important. If you are really looking for long-term play, having a work culture is very important, and that is where very small hospitals, mid-sized hospitals, small clinic lacks. Okay, they think that they are giving them salary, it is okay. I don't have to build a culture like a big organization. But that is where it is very important to build a culture in the organization. So for a long-term sustenance, for removing or reducing your attrition rate, and वो habit होती है ना, जैसे आप नए घर में कहीं जाते हो, if you have put that habit from the day one, it will become a habit for people. And so that needs to be done. And
couple of times we have taken them for a picnic to a farmhouse with a swimming pool and had lunch party there.
Fantastic.
We distributed awards for working relentlessly in the COVID.
Yes.
We distributed them certificate, medals, and
so I understood one thing when we both worked in different places, and we realized that a hospital is always so stressed up place. And we already have our personal issues running in our head.
Right.
And we are bound to make mistakes.
Correct.
And something's running in our mind. So I make it a point that if somebody has taken a leave because of health problems or something, I just call them or probably go to them or probably call them up and then ask them, how are you feeling today? I mean, is there anything that I can do? Right. So, that makes them so comfortable that they go, even if I tell them like 10 more things to do, they would probably do.
Yes.
I remember one interesting thing when I did with my residents in the training, and as a professor in cardiac surgery at UN Mehta Ahmedabad, I used to tell them that you are working with this group of people, may it be ward boys, may it be junior residents, maybe other assistant doctors. See, when you are working with them, you live with them, you eat with them, you breathe with them, you cry with them, and you have fun with them. That is when you'll have the success.
Yes. It develops a special relationship. It will not be an employer and an employee relationship.
It's a family. I call them, you're my family.
Yes.
When it is required to be strict with them, we got to be strict.
Yes. That is where it is needed, because if you are only strict, then it will not work. If you are only treating like a family, it will not work. It has to be balanced in both ways. They should know their responsibility. They should be accountable. And then you as a visionary people who are leaders, they are looking towards you. If you are giving whatever you are doing, they will exactly replicate you in the downward line. And that is why if you see the big organization, if you just see the big organization nature itself is exactly same as the leader of the organization. If you see the Tata, it is exactly from the Jamshedji Tata, exactly they are replicating, because the value set, the personal value. When I say the company is nothing but, or a business is nothing but an extension of personality of the leader who are running the organization. So if you see those people, Tata, if you see Birla, I know all of the people who have done bit, or Infosys, Narayan Murthy, lot of people, these are just an extension of their personality. And you will find a crooked companies also, and those are the extension of those leaders as well. You just find people and just relate this. It's just companies are just an extension of what the leader is. So what you are doing is just you are inculcating your value in the employees, and that is why these guys are resonating.
Absolutely. I'm 100% with you. And I have seen doctors who are very harsh in their language with nurses or with housekeeping or with, I don't know what's the problem, but they think that this is the way they should talk because that is how the people listen. But believe me, when I started using this proactive language, for far much better. Probably they would come up to me talking about their issues. And I actually done that proactive kind of a thing with my staff, and also did the harsh kind of a talk who did. I mean, there was another doctor who did. So I said, which one do you like? They said, we like you more.
They will say at the same salary. Some organization do have lot of retention, and some organization will not. Even in our academy, there are a lot of doctors who have this problem of HR, and there are some
attrition level.
Attrition level is very high, even though they are paying very good. And in some organization it is perfectly all right. Okay, even I will give you an example of Asian Paints. One in the Asian Paints is one of the organization which doesn't give that much to the A-League MBA students. Okay, even they have like a standard payroll. But their attrition rate is lowest in the industry. No one leaves Asian Paints, and so this is a case study where people why do people stick to that organization? And similar thing happens when you start at a small unit. People do not leave the organization; they leave their bosses, right? So if you are doing good work, and you are able to, like, they understand that work needs to be done, of course. But how it is to be done, that you are teaching them. And if what you are doing, they will also, because these guys will also become one day senior, right? Some people will come to a junior to them. And so what you are doing is nurturing them to become leaders. And you
sometimes what happens is that if you are too harsh or you are too arrogant, people will hide things from you, and slowly it will go to big proportion, and then it will give a blast. So they will hide because if he'll tell, then you'll shout on them. So better it is to hide. So that problem then become big.
True. I agree.
So let's move on from HR problem to how do you guys are doing marketing and sales? What is the way of digital marketing, word of mouth, or do you have PRO?
Okay.
What is the breakup?
Let me be very blunt. For first 1.5 years, we didn't do marketing at all.
Okay.
It was totally word of mouth that we were depending on, because we were investing lots on the construction part. We were improvising the whole building, since I have told you that it was a very old building.
Right.
But then after that, we started picking up with the marketing team. We tried to, talk to doctors and, inviting them to our hospital, did camps. That is how people came to know about us. We did workshops, we did awareness programs, and that is how we picked up. And now we are doing digital marketing apart from the physical marketing that we are doing.
Okay.
So we don't have a specific marketing team who would go one-on-one, to the doctors and say our patient needs, It's just the doctors who are over the time who have developed the trust in us.
Correct.
They are still sticked on to us. They send the patients. They know
What helped us was I did job, I said,
Yeah.
for 4 to 5 years.
Right.
My job was in this area.
Hmm.
Both the hospitals are in this area only.
Okay.
Morning I
okay.
used to be in one hospital. So I had my clientele developed over the period of 5 years.
Yes.
Right.
And I started hospital in between these two hospitals, and nearby one hospital.
Hmm.
That was my initial carried on. The old patients were there,
Hmm.
which were coming to me on the other hospitals. They shifted here.
Hmm.
That was one backup support.
Okay.
From the day one, I had patients. It was from the day one we were doing surgeries.
Hmm.
First month we did 30 surgeries. So that was a kind of backup for us, backbone. On that, word of mouth and all that developed. Because of that backup, we didn't need marketing in the beginning
Hmm.
from first day. So I think that helped us because
Because
of
initial-
existing practice
yeah,
in this
initial push.
vicinity. Yeah,
Correct.
existing
So
practice.
how do you just give me a detail, like how when you go for a camp, what is that camp look like, and how do you get leads, and how do you follow up, how do you conversion happens, what is the benefit of doing camp? Just give me a
Camps, I feel,
Camps
yeah,
is just to make people know that you are there. You
There.
can't convert camp patients into probably out of 100
Hmm.
patients that you get in a camp,
Five.
1 or 2 might turn up into the
Turn
hospital.
up to 5 patients. Yeah,
Yes.
most of the people who come for the camp is like, oh, it's a free. Let's go and have a look.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, yes.
Lakhs I do, not the needy people.
Correct.
Very few who really need something or who are really serious.
Hmm.
They'll come around 5%.
But
Less than
those
10.
people will remember you, one and second
When
is
they need you.
whenever they need maybe
Yes.
in their family also they can tell that, okay, I have
Yeah,
gone
yeah.
through that doctor. So you
Yeah.
never able to get the real impact of a camp. But what we propagate in the academy also, that every quarter you should have one camp without actually thinking of all the results.
Yeah, it's kind of reminder marketing kind. Just
Reminder
to,
marketing.
It is kind of a noise that you have in
Remind them
online.
that,
Correct.
Online
Yeah,
noise, you call it. It is like physical noise.
Yes.
yes, we are there. We are here.
Yeah, we are there, and you also get a benefit, like 100. You have seen 100 people also. You are giving back to the society. That also is a satisfaction. Like, so once in
Yeah.
a quarter, make a always do it, like in the January 1, you make each quarter fix a day. Okay, this is the day where we will be having our camps, and fix it,
Camps.
and all other people who are in
And-
your marketing team.
Yes.
Yeah.
And in doing camps, one thing that we have to do is appreciate any political person over there,
Hmm.
and probably he will send his patients to us.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. That is
VUCA,
also you can
VUCA.
do that.
Yeah, we call the local corporator, local MLA there.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
garland or bouquet or something, felicitate them.
That
Very
is
good
also a
strategy.
very good strategy to start with a good note. At least those people will also understand, and from their own.
He feels that his marketing or his thing was being
Exactly.
done. People count it like he's being
Correct.
conducting the camp.
Contributing. Yes. So
Yeah.
corporate will also look okay happily because I have done it. So for
Yes,
for his population, he can
He'll
remind.
propagate. Yeah.
He can remind that I have done.
Influential marketing, we call it.
Influential marketing, yeah. So it's a symbiotic relationship, and people should do that. There is no harm in doing that. Fantastic. So my couple of last questions. We are just coming to the end of this beautiful talk. Going forward, have you thought about it? Like, what has been your grandeur vision about your setup? Now you are there for 2 years. Now what after 10 years, where do you see yourself? How do you plan it out? Do you have a thought about that?
We would still look at ourselves as a surgical center,
Mm-hmm.
doing ethical and empathetic work,
Okay.
and doing our surgeries at affordable price.
Affordable.
People should build trust in us
Mm,
through all these things.
fantastic.
And one person, one brand ambassador can get another 10 to 20 patients along with them.
Correct. So word of mouth marketing, that is what you emphasis on, and then doing it empathetically and with the affordability. And
Yes.
going forward, as you grow, you will increase the bed size, and you might increase
Yeah.
the branches.
What I
as well.
what I have assessed or analyzed is like there is a gap between smaller nursing home or smaller hospitals and the corporates.
Corporate, yes.
Corporates will provide you with all latest equipment, latest lasers, laparoscopy, endoscopic
Yes.
surgeries,
Yes.
4K laparoscopy, harmonic scalpel, all that.
Hmm.
Whereas small hospitals, they don't. And
Don't have.
in the smaller hospitals, we mainly reuse
Yes.
consumables. We sterilize them, reuse them.
Yes.
So there will be quality compromise from compared to the corporates and the smaller hospital.
Correct.
What I thought, the infrastructure should be small so that our overhead should be less, manageable overheads. And in this smaller building, a smaller space, we should have all the equipments which are there in the corporate.
Quality
Like
should be as good as
lasers,
corporate.
lasers, laparoscopy. So because of the less overheads like infrastructure, huge building, more staff, big rentals, we can give in a better pricing.
Yeah.
Without compromising the quality. Like I have a ATO machine in this my small hospital, ATO machine, which is very important for infection control. And I have a high definition laparoscopy with harmonic scalpel, everything, where the surgeon is comfortable and the outcome will be good. Surgical outcome, post-op recovery will be good. I have lasers for all these surgeries like stone, prostate. I have different laser, bigger laser like thulium fiber laser or holmium laser, which is there in corporate. So what I thought, the corporate pricing is very high, the quality is good. Hospitals, smaller hospital, quality is not good, the pricing is less. I embark in both things,
the middle path.
both things.
Exactly. I think
in a smaller space.
you are exactly like you're as you when you saw our ad also you felt that connect, and I can see right now the thought process is exactly same what we have thought about. Mid segment, affordable, which is with a high quality and personalized care, because doctor can
in times to come in the country, this is going to be the way.
So what I'm
thinking has to be the way.
Yeah, instead of coming up with a huge hospital, smaller like this, and the different districts, different places, easy to manage, less working capital required.
Absolutely.
Without compromising the quality, we should have the ETO, we should have sterility principles followed, we should have all the latest equipment like lasers, laparoscopy, so that patient doesn't have to go to the corporates and all.
You are the true doctorpreneur. Right? Fantastic. I love to
Yes.
because you guys are having everything which is a successful doctor and entrepreneur required to make it big, and you are in the right path, and your thought process is also correct. And I think within a span of 10 years you will be a big brand. You will have a lot of branches, and I think we will be more than happy when you touch 1 million lives. And billion lives is one thing which we always think about, that how we can enable doctors, individual doctors, to touch 1 million lives through us, and that is our milestone for us, for each academy member. Thank you so much. I really like the whole process, the thought process, the way you are doing your work, and I think Dr. Shaimaa can actually become an influential doctor. Let sir be.
Many people will get connected, right?
Yeah, people will feel more connected, and in a long span, that can become a good passive income as well.
She's a good speaker.
That's
already seen.
That is why I'm saying put a little bit effort on that space and slowly build on it. A lot of doctors are right now doing on Insta and other platform. Start doing it, and slowly you will build a momentum, and that after 5 years it might become a substantial passive income. And by passive income, we want doctors to be financially free, and once they are financially freedom achieved, then they can do a lot more service to the society. Right. So that is why I want you to focus on multiple sources of income, not only the same one pipeline of income, multiple pipelines. Once you are financially free, you can do a lot of service. You have this attitude of giving back to the society. So please work on it. And you guys are doing fantastic work.
So we are coming up with the wellness clinic as well in our hospital. We are going to, have a lot of things in it. Like we are going to
IV therapy.
Psychologically, when the patients are not aware of whether to go and get the surgeries done, so we're going to work on that with them. The counseling, yes. So that is kind of awareness work that we want to do in that. And plus there is going to be a urine incontinence clinic, and then there is going to be a cosmetology clinic, because that's the most in thing right now. So I don't want to let go of it.
Very good.
And
I think these initiatives will be having much more impact. It will add to your practice.
Yes.
It is important, because then you add value to the patient's life. Nobody is questioning you for charging. If you don't add value or you mischarge them, then the problem comes. If you add real value to the people's life, people will be giving you. And that's the whole thing, that we will be having ethical business, and they're fantastic to have money, and fantastic to grow in life. And
and we are blessed to hear this from the experts itself, that we are in the right direction.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You are,
and we are there with you in every step. If you require any help from us, please reach out to us. And
more than there are more than 6,000 doctors who are ready to help. Any help you require, just shoot a message in Telegram or email or in the Doctorpreneur Society. The whole ecosystem is there. Even in the medical equipment, consultant or architect or interior design, digital marketing, every kind of person is there who can watch for it, because at least we know those guys. So there are all things. So the academy is built around doctors. So keeping doctors in between, in center, how we can help in all direction. So you don't have to look anywhere. Just look into the academy and you will find some solution for it.
So with this, I want to just add one point, that networking amongst our own peers and plus outside our peers, like be it any type of businessman. So, that fetches so much. Like probably when we are networking amongst ourselves, we know that what issues we have. And when we are going on a broader spectrum, then we know what other problems those businessmen have. And how they are dealing with it, probably in marketing wise or attrition wise, so that we can inculcate and we can bring it in our peers.
Correct. So true. And
so many times we talk to doctors and they are so, I should not use this word, but they are antisocial. Because they are avoiding the social meeting and avoiding gathering and focusing on their work. They actually have put their head into the sand like an ostrich.
And doctors are seen to be so serious, and they are not bothered about the whole world and all. But Kapil Dev, in one of the conferences of urology, he saw doctors drinking and dancing. He was like, doctors are like this? I don't believe this.
We tell them that doctor also chill kar sakte ho, ऐसी कोई बात नहीं है. Work while you work and play while you play.
ये हमको बताना पड़ा बाद में.
We in our academy we are planning in coming March we will be having one good conference in Goa. And
wow!
So it's a big conference in Goa, will be happening. Dates will be soon.
Great platform for networking again.
So networking, there will be a lot of education, a lot of dignitaries will be coming, and you guys as a Hall of Fame, you will get an award on the stage and all those stuff, and then fun. Goa is hai to phir party to hogi.
Register us now itself.
We will soon send you a link.
Thank you so much.
Fantastic talking to you guys. Whenever you come to Ahmedabad, meet us.
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
And once people will go through your video, people will also ask a lot of questions. If all listeners, if you have any question, just ask below this video on YouTube, on Facebook. Both of the couple can answer. We will also be there. We answer it. And more about their clinic, their work will be in the description. You can go through the link, the website. You can click, understand how they have made the website and how they are doing their social media. So you can learn from them. Going forward, if you want to join our academy or just register for the upcoming masterclass, the link again given in the description. Click on register and you will come to the webinar page. Okay, and just come and join and see what we are doing, how we are doing, and then take a informative decision. Okay, so fantastic.
So you two are very, very cool and lovely couple. Hope that,
thank you so much.
God blesses you in all the ways, and you keep doing the good work. And you will have many branches soon.
Many branches.
We have so much of leisure that we are starting a restaurant now.
Oh, fantastic. You are an example for doctor and entrepreneurs can do non-medical business also.
Why not? It's business.
Fantastic.
And anyways, since we know how to handle, the manpower and also understand financials, so why not do other business?
If an actor can have a restaurant, if a cricketer can have a restaurant, why not doctor?
Correct. Or any for that, any business,
anybody,
anything. You can go into manufacturing, you can go in even in your disposable manufacturing, medicine, you can go multiple streams. So one day we will have one session from you for the community member to go non-medical entrepreneurship.
Sure.
Great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you.
Invite you to Hyderabad.
Yes.
We'll definitely drop in sometime.
Come to Hyderabad, we will touch. Yes.
Thank
you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. It's great talking to you.
All the best.
Bye.
All the best.
Thank you.